Is your phone more broken than before?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I guess, how do you feel about photos? Because I think, to me, I don't know, photos I feel are just like unnecessary. At least like I felt that for a very long time until I've realized that, like, if anything, our photos are way more reliable than our memories. Because, no matter how well you think you remember events or what emotions you have tied to the events, I feel like photos still give you the visual assistance that you need sometimes to kind of remember like a lot more details to it, and like, act as like a guide to like the story of events, I guess. Because like, I think that the photos I have the least of are definitely my friends and also myself, I would say.
Well, so I like to take photos just to capture like beautiful scenery, beautiful moments, I guess. Like the colors of the leaves, or like when you visit a really large waterfall like Niagara Falls, you want to capture that just so you have reference, like what that looks like. And I also used to take photos for art purposes. So I'd take photos of buildings and then try to draw them later. So yeah, so photos to me are something for reference, like to see something beautiful again, or to see how, or just to remember the architecture of a building, for example.
No, that's fair. That's interesting. Yeah, because like I think like I haven't. Honestly, for the longest time, I haven't really like taken a look at nature even, and I feel like it's only been like the last couple of years where I've really started to like notice the beauty of things around me and like try to like remember it with photos. Because I think like I always thought, especially when I was younger, like I always thought that photos were kind of corny, and like family photos and stuff. Like, my family would take a whole bunch of them, so I was like just like inundated by it. I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm so sick of it.
I don't know what the point of that. Like tourists who take photos everywhere they go,
right? Like
they just take photos of every little thing. The guide says, "Oh wow, this is cool.
This is cool."
Snaps
a photo.
Take a photo.
Shoves the phone in your face and takes the photo of it without like, and then you move on. Like it's, I don't know, like that whole aspect of like photography I felt like was superficial to me, and like to avoid that, I felt like it has to be really special in order for me to take a photo of something. And yeah, with that kind of mindset, I ended up like not really like taking too many photos, just because like I honestly, I think for a long time I just undervalued a lot of things about myself and just life in general. Just like, if it's important, I'll remember it anyway. Why bother with a photo? And then yeah, but like I've realized, especially now, like sometimes like whenever I need photos of like my family, I need to like go back and ask them for it, because like I realized like I actually don't have very many photos of like really anything. I only have photos for like practical purposes for the most part. If like, hey, someone asks for like a selfie or something, I might take it. But like outside of that, like singular purpose for something, I feel like I don't really take photos of anything really. Just like the most, just like some really stupid stuff, honestly, like my computer, like yeah.
So then you don't have a lot of photos in your iPhone library.
I do I do have like a couple hundred photos overall, like, but like they're photos of like not really like moments captured. It's more like it's always for like a practical purpose. So like for me, it probably like I would say like maybe 60% of it is probably like practical, like worksheets or homework or things of that nature, rather than just like pictures of trees or pictures of people or of my friends or stuff. So like,
yeah, I don't have many pictures of people either. I'll maybe like have one of me and another person like in my entire library.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really take a lot of selfies. So I just sometimes I have trouble finding a nice portrait of myself.
Same. Honestly.
Yeah, I have to rely on other people to provide those things for me.
No, definitely. And I think I was definitely spoiled by my family who, like, can provide a lot of those photos whenever I need them. But, like, also I realized that, like, I do need to take some photos for myself as well. And, especially if I want to capture, like, more moments or have, like, just easier things to remember, like, people by. Like, it's just easier to have something visual to look at and just, like, yeah.
So then, do you like photography? Or is it
I
just,
think
like,
I'm starting. I think I'm starting to enjoy it more in terms of like if it's something I'm doing for myself. You know, if it's just like, oh, that looks kind of pretty. Maybe I'll take a photo of it. Like I think like moments like that, I feel like are a lot better than like if it's forced or like I don't try like nowadays. I think I actively avoid trying to like take like practical photos, as I mentioned earlier. Kind of like just let's see.
Well, do you have any questions for me?
What kind of photos do you take?